Hi everybody, I'm Mr. Anime,
And I'm Mark Sessler.
and today we're going to be doing a joint review over The Castle Beyond the Looking Glass, which we both viewed a few nights ago. So, what should we start with about The Castle Beyond the Looking Glass?
I think we have to start with the animation on this one.
Yeah, I think we do too. The animation was definitely upgraded. The first movie, Affection Touching Across Time, just looked like a TV episode.
Just straight off the TV.
But this movie actually looked like it was a little bit well taken care of, which is already going to earn it some points. You know, they put more detail into it, they're going to get more reward.
Definitely.
And the animation was good, and the CGI was also better.
Yes.
It wasn't so obvious this time.
They had some very nice CGI grass in there.
Mm-hmm.
They had some smoke that wasn't as good as the grass, but...
Yeah, the smoke. The smoke. So, Princess Kaguya, our villain. How is our villain compared to the one in number 1, Minomaru?
Well, at least she did something.
At least she did something. The movie started off with her trying to obtain 5 relics so she could throw the world into eternal darkness and constant full moon. So basically she would kill everybody, just like Minomaru, and she would rule the world. And of course Inuyasha and party have to stop it. And one thing that disturbed me, why do you think Kikyo gave up the Buddha Bowl?
I think that's just how Kikyo is. You know, going back to the series, Inuyasha, the TV series, she also gave the jewel to Naraku at one point to help him complete it. And I think the reason she does things like this is because she just wants to get it over with. She knows that they're going to, obtain their ultimate power, and then she'll be able to seal them away forever. I think that's her goal.
Well, that's a good theory. I never thought of it that way. So how do you think Shishomaru did in this one?
I think that his one frame that he was in was pretty exceptional.
I think it was pretty exceptional too, his one frame. Kikyo actually did a little bit more. And the thing that we talked about earlier that said bothered you, Naraku was in this movie.
That bothers me because I'm so tired of him. I watched 167 episodes of the TV series, and I read the rest of the manga online up to its completion. And there was just so much of Naraku that I kind of like a movie to get away from him for a while, like the first movie did.
I kind of do see what you're talking about, though I thought it was kind of unique how they did bring Naraku into a movie, but when you put it that way, he's in 167 episodes, why not leave the movies to their own villains? Though I do credit the scene where Naraku fought Kaguya. I thought that was kind of cool. Main movie's villain fighting the TV show's villain.
I think that the story in this movie was well done, but I just don't know about Inuyasha's use, the series' use of such stock villains as people like Princess Kaguya, who only exist to kill everyone else. It's so basic and general.
Yeah. So what did you think of the kiss scene?
Very touching.
Touching, but not as touching as Affection's Touching Across Time.
No, I thought that the scene,
I didn't think so either.
The scene at the tree in the first movie was more touching than the kiss. It just was placed in such a awkward position in the movie. Didn't really last, and it was good though. But I liked the emotions in the first movie better.
So the final battle, I think we both agree it was fairly weak.
It was, but it was much improved.
Much improved over Minomaru's.
I don't know. I think that the way to approach this is to compare this to the first movie and see how much progress they made. And in the final battle, though it wasn't as good as maybe some other animes that we're used to, it was far superior to the first movie.
Yeah, I'd say so. So how about music?
It's your general Inuyasha mix.
The opening mini music was cool,
Mm-hmm.
and they did use that in the movie
Mm-hmm.
as the castle was coming out of the lake. And I thought that they made one original soundtrack for the movie, and it was good. Voice acting, Richard Cox, Kelly Sheridan, all those other clowns.
Your very familiar voices that
Up in Viz.
come to enjoy and like.
They did fine for the Japanese. Kapi Yamaguchi, whatever his name is, also did a fine job in this film, as he always does. So overall, I'd say The Castle Beyond the Looking Glass, I'm going to have to go ahead and be a little weird here and give it a quarter score of a 7.25 out of 10. What about you?
Well, I'm going to have to go ahead and give this one a 7, which is the same as that I gave the first movie, because they both have their strengths and weaknesses. I think they about balance out, and I hope to see the third movie soon, and I think that some big improvements are going to be made.
Definitely. So we'll probably see you next time, actually, for the review of Inuyasha Movie 3, which is Swords of an Honorable Ruler.